Hey, what's up, Occult Cat fam? What's up, you guys? For anybody that is new, welcome to the Vibe Tribe. Welcome to the Occult Cat TV family. How are you guys doing? What's up, Super G? Good to see you, fam. Super G's always here. Super G's always in tune, bro. You always catch these lives at really the right moment. Truly. Mental fortitude and resilience, persistence in the imagination. Persistence in the imagination. Dude, I don't know if you listen to Neville Goddard at all, Super G, but he actually always says persist. He always says persist. Persist in your manifestations, right? Because that's actually what it is. It's like, there's things that are set up against you in life. You could call them soul contracts. You could just say, you could say that they're obstacles, right? At the end of the day, Ganesh would say that there's no obstacles in the way, right? Everything is merely but something to show you who you are, right? You can either perceive it in the negative or you can just accept it for what it is. Something I went through, this was a while back, right? I went through homelessness, right? And in a sense, I could perceive this as a negative. This was like about probably like, I don't know, like 4 months ago or something. I could have perceived this as a negative, but the way in which I got out of the situation was truly by just pushing forward, never giving up despite the odds and things of that nature. So just wanted to, throw some wisdom as well out there. Most definitely, always persist in the imagination, though. You have to imagine, and truly on that, you have to imagine the reality in which you desire to create, right? If you don't imagine it, how is it going to come to fruition? You truly have to imagine it in order for it to be created. If you don't choose to take action, if you don't choose to take thought or think about what you're creating, then it's not going to be created, right? Just as Kaizen is saying, I Magi Nation. We are a nation of magi imagining this nation, right? We are all magi, we are all shamans, right? Partaking in the mental realms. And what we think becomes realities, right? Artists have really shown us this in a lot of ways. Artists create realities, right? Whether it be from an animation to a cartoon to graphic design, sigil making, right? This is really when what was just images starts to come into being, starts to become real. Have you guys ever truly drawn something after sigil gazing so much with deities? Have you ever drawn something where you look at it and you can see it come off the page, right? That just shows your magic ability. I know some people that weren't good at expressing themselves, right? But when they just drew something or when they painted, their whole reality showed them who they were, right? It showed everyone. They might not have been allowed voice, but what they said spoke volumes, right? And that actually ties into the Daemon. That ties into the true will, that as well ties into your destiny. Also, just want to say shout out to Mastering Spirit with Tamara. Thank you for being here, babe. It's so beautiful. Oh, thank you. Heart's back. But your true will, right? Actually, this being very synchronistic as well. So, the Scarlet Woman as well tying into the true will, which is something that I'll be discussing or talking about a little bit later. So I'm going to try to today also. Hey, what's up? What's up, magical magician? What's up, fam? Greetings, fam. Oh, what's up, fam? Also, what's up, Kaizen? Okay, so you guys, we are, in a sense, if I was to say what my Patreon is, right, which this might be a video that I would upload to the Patreon after, I'm not sure yet, but I really wish to teach, I guess not so teach, but to bring forward the wisdom in which I've accumulated from working with many different deities, right? Many different gatekeepers, right? The demonic gatekeepers. Asmodeus, Lucifer, well, to me it's Shiva, Lucifuge, right? For myself, I really didn't know where to take the Patreon or the direction, in a sense. I knew that I was able to remove the obstacles and I can as well show people the way that I walked, but I was trying to understand what would be the most powerful thing. Is it providing the wisdom or is it providing the applied knowledge? Honestly, after a lot of asking people, what I came to the conclusion is it's both. It's giving people the wisdom and as well the rituals, the knowledge, right? Knowledge is applied wisdom. As you choose to apply, ritual and spell work, divination, tarot, which also, you guys, I am doing readings today, so please feel free to ask for a tarot card reading. I am doing readings on the house or just giving back to the community. But this is, in a sense, what I'm doing for my Patreon is I'm going to be providing rituals and as well spell work for people. So whatever, say if you're in the Qliphoth and you're trying to shift energies, you're trying to shift spheres at a faster rate, a more source rate. In a sense, what the Patreon ritual does is remove the obstacles so that you can go about your path, right? And the thing is, it's actually not a forever, you don't need it forever, right? The wisdom, if you want to get that, that's you gotta keep paying monthly for that in a sense. But the ritual, in a sense, you just need it one time, and then it would remove any obstacles in the way and allow you to embrace your destiny and your fate. I've offered this ritual for higher prices, but now it's provided in a sense to the community because it's a Daemon empowerment, right? So as you're moving through the Qliphoth, which is I've realized I was trying to understand the Qliphoth for myself and break it down. And as I started with Mammon and Clawneck and more of the wealth spirits, I started to understand, really breaking down the realms, how transactional the realms are, in a sense, right? So when it comes to magic, there's a lot of sorcery to it. But at the same time, it's also energy, it's also currents, it's the push and the pull of reality, right? The biggest foundation to magic would be words, right? Words are spells. And lately I've started to understand that just writing your reality into existence is the most powerful form of spell work. Because when you think about it, a ritual is your words, right? The frequency, how high, how well you can put your words together, like a rapper, right? A poet, how well you can put your words together, and then how well you can amplify that energetically. So do you have say incense for that? Do you have a candle, right? And then it would be amplifying. It would be amplifying all of this together in a, you could say, ritualistic setting where you're choosing to raise a sacred space to then go into the ritual, right? Okay, I feel that. Wait 1 second. Okay. I draw a lot on the tips of my spliffs, creating an entire world truly, then get to experience it through the smoke, stepping into the world of my mind expressed on paper turned vapor. Okay, cool. We got Oh, that's actually... Oh, wow, yeah, I could see also smoke when you smoke things. Looking as well, looking into the smoke and divining. Very similar with incense as well. Okay, cool. We got General Mosquito and then Kaizen. Okay, so Adrian Garcia asked a question. Okay, so hey brother, could you go a little bit more on the gatekeepers and what they represent energetically? Okay, that's perfect question actually. Let's use that to kick things off. First off, I just want to say I give this offering of incense to Hecate, right? It's good to infuse incense with your will and your intention. Intention is going to be everything in magic. What do the gatekeepers represent? Actually, that's a perfect question because they represent magic itself. I want to say each gatekeeper, in a sense, merely represents an energetic current that represents a deified force or interpretation of energy that has already created its own realm, its own universe, right? And since it's already created or has that in creation, we can tap into it energetically and then pull from that energy. So when we're working with the beings, at the end of the day, what we are trying to achieve is a deified state through many constant invocations when it comes to magic, right? So energetically, they represent, you could say, higher aspects of your soul trying to show you who you are. So when I started to work with Azazel, this is when I started to go heavily into my past lives. As well, when I look back on the journey in the beginning, it was a lot more intense when I was going through the tree than it is now. I'm not fully integrated at Thamael yet, but I have started the process, and looking back, or I've been starting to see all of my memories looking back along the way of, the mind state that I was in when I was going through the different spheres. So it makes a lot of sense why you get different energetic or soul attunements as you're going through the dark matter realms, right? So I specifically remember okay, so for myself, the way that I got into, say, the Qliphoth was through the gatekeepers. Once I started to work with the gatekeepers, that's actually what aligned me to learn certain gnosis that eventually led me out of the Qliphoth, right? So that's all I'm going to say on that one. I do have more information on the Patreon as well. I have more coming along the way. I am putting it out as I integrate the Gnosis. I also will be having a lot of videos on wealth magic soon. Someone really wanted, someone a part of the Patreon really wanted videos on wealth magic. So at the moment I'm focusing on that, but then we are going to get back into the Qliphoth in between it, as well as I do kind of take you as a tour guide. Let's go with the Patreon, right? If you were to get the Patreon, I take you as a tour guide through the realms, showing you in a sense what each realm would do energetically, how it would empower you, most likely what you're going to be going through or experiencing, and then as well for the fourth tier you get a removing of the obstacles, and as well my Daemon will guide you along the way. Just throwing that out there though. Invoke the beings. Invoking the beings is the best way to connect. Truly, I can just say words at the end of the day. I'm sure you've worked with the energies. So you know what I mean when it comes to that, right? Draw. I guess the one thing that I've truly looked at and understood is that each being, rather their sigil, is a gateway into that realm and into that dimension. Rather, it's not exactly a connection to the being, but it's a connection into the realm. And when you gaze at it, you're able to draw forward the energy to empower you in a certain way. Or you can also you can project into the sigil, right? That's something I as well teach on the Patreon. But that was a really good question. Thank you for that. I'm gonna light this incense. Okay, cool. So let's get into, for those that asked for the readings, are you guys still here? Let me know what your question is. And then we're actually gonna do breath work right after that. Yeah, truly. Also with thank you for what you said. Wait one second. What's up, Joe Flock? What's up, fam? I mean, with what you said, is it all that the devil tells us? It's really, I would interpret, like, I don't know your gnosis fully, right? But if you are talking about these, you could say the devil in a sense, or the shaitan energies. The shaitan. One second, I gotta. One moment. The shaitan energies would merely be a force that is liberating you, and depending on where you are within the Qliphoth, most likely, that will determine how you are connecting to that energy, right? So some people, usually someone in Samael, would feel the way that you feel, right? Because you're someone that is experiencing yourself going into a new realm, and you're being initiated into a better understanding of magic, where you would be tested within your mind to see what you're creating within your life. So if you're able to shift and let go of the way that you used to perceive yourself, you can then start to understand magic more in depth. So that's what I would recommend. That's ego dissolution at its core. Okay, 1 second. I got a donation. Okay, cool. Andrew or General Mosquito. Thank you for the donation. I will happily pull your card, fam. Give me 1 moment. Okay, cool. Also, a few cards. Oh, thank you, Joe Flock. Okay, cool. Joe Flock, I'll answer your question right after General Mosquitoes. I made a small donation and would like to know what I'm doing wrong. I'm having trouble opening my third eye still. Oh, okay. General Mosquito, as first off, I just want we had a few cards that were pulled for this reading. It was Satiety in reverse, and then it was also Luxury right side up, as well as Universe right side up. At the moment, those that are embracing the tree system, you're being honored, you're being empowered with a lot of energies at the moment, and you should ride the wave, the universal cosmic energies accordingly, right? So try to embrace the luxury, try to feel good even when you can't at times. So that's just something I wanted to say for just anybody viewing this. If you're someone that works with the beings that I've listed, you are on a timeline of prosperous abundance. Ask for things. It's okay to manifest as long as you're putting in the work. Okay, so Andrew, so General Mosquito, we are now doing your reading. First off, I want to say your third eye is actually, so this is something that I also had trouble with in the beginning. Let me know if you are still present. I just want to make sure so you don't miss your reading. Okay, cool. Okay, so since we already have since we work with similar beings, a being that is stepping forward to show you things, because I'm not just a tarot card reader, I'm also a medium. And if it's been, you guys have kind of seen in the cards, it's very mediumistic, it's very visceral at times, like all the cards just fall out as they need to, the cards fall as they must. That is how I do my readings. Beelzebub, you can also say Baal, but Beelzebub, the energy of Beelzebub, which I believe that's actually the sphere that you're in, because it goes Lucifuge to Belial again, or are you okay? But to continue it, Beelzebub is actually, okay, so the card is strength. Beelzebub is strengthening and empowering you. And then as I said that, if you notice the light, it just went very bright. So Beelzebub is empowering you. Know that your third eye is already open. It's already open. You just need to utilize it. Actually, it's as simple as imagining things more, trying to see the reality that you want. Even the visualization exercises that we go over with manifestation, when we do breath work and we imagine golden energy, golden dragons, start to utilize that imaginatory ability, right? Beelzebub is strengthening you in this energy at the moment. He's showing you who you are. I feel that you were in a moment of not knowing yourself, and now you're actually starting to, I feel that you're on a road to victory. That is what I'm feeling so far. Let's let the cards fall as they must. You got the Star, which I actually have a reading for the Star card. Out of all cards, this was actually going to be the card of the day for my Instagram. So you actually just so happen to be very connected to this current of energy that is, you are someone that's riding the wave. So it's almost as if this, one second, give me a second. This is, I write a lot, you guys. Give me 1 second. Wow, I'm like feeling a lot of energy at the moment. I'm like feeling like literally, like, do you ever feel like in movies it's like a widening feeling? The third eye will hyper focus in moments and use energy to convey to us we'll use energy to convey to us different things, whether it be colors, lights, patterns. Also, General Mosquito, know that if you feel that you are further along at times, it's because energetically you are most likely where you feel you are, but physically, right? You need to understand the integration process, right? So there's a lot of integration, especially when it comes to I believe Lucifuge Satariel. Is it Gagael? I believe is the one after Satariel. And when you are there, you went through the darkness and the nothingness, and you got stripped away of yourself, not knowing who you were, because who you were lies behind the darkness, and it's about perceiving or stepping into integrating that dark matter energy, and then instead of not seeing it, maybe not feeling it, start to feel that flow of energy. And I believe that if you tap into that energy and integrate your power within, such as so tonight I will be doing, in a sense, I will be doing a Astarte, we're doing like Astarte Healing empowerment, right? We're doing an Astarte Healing empowerment ritual, and I'm just, I'm just giving these for the community to push people forward. And then if people want to tap into the ritual and purchase the ritual as well, I provide that. But I'm trying to just more teach you guys and show you how to do the stuff yourself. But Astarte is a goddess that can really help you to integrate the process that you're going through at the moment. And really, integration is more about just understanding the path and letting things carry as they must, letting things naturally happen, right? So myself, I was even told at one point by a friend, oh bro, you crossed the abyss, where then I had delusions of grandeur, and I thought I crossed the abyss before I did. I got a little bit egotistical along the way. I had to pull myself back, right? I had to balance and ground myself and know where I was at. So in the same way, I feel that you know where you're at. You just need to tap into the energy and continue to pave the way forward, because none of this reading is actually bad at all. And your spirit guides want you to know that you are on the right path. You need to learn certain things that then will trigger the physical aspects of the integration to then happen. Here, wait one second. Yeah, so you're most likely seeing it. But you did get strength. So at the moment, you are being strengthened. I think that maybe... Okay, I'm going to try... I'm not going to try. I'm just going to convey. At the moment, you are being... It's like your old self is dissolved and you've stepped into your new self. So there's going to be a moment of the battery turned off, right? You had to reset the phone because you needed to tap into the next update. Because you didn't download the update yet, your phone is in the nether, right? The receiver is in the nether. The receiver, the iPhone, right? You need to now get the download through the dark matter energy, the dark mother, right? And then you need to integrate that essence and energy. I would recommend igniting the black flame, right? Stepping into that essence of your true self, where you are now on the road of knowing who you're meant to be, right? Right now is going to determine where you are going moving forward. Yeah, exactly, Kaizen. Download it from the cloud. Yeah, so connect to Beelzebub, right? Connect to Beelzebub, integrate. You'll be done by this month. Okay, so usually a month in, you've probably been in the sphere a month, because I've had actually a few clients that have been in, so I can kind of look at the tree and see where people are at, and then I see a whole bunch of dots in certain spheres, and I notice that people shift almost as a collective a little bit, and it's... One second. It's... You're on the wave of finishing your ascension process. And then if you naturally carry yourself like a wave, literally like the wave of the dark mother also being, in a sense, the dark primal waters of the subconscious mind itself, right? You are now reaching the core, where then you will integrate the process and the journey, where you have tapped into your true self. And then the only thing is, it's just going to be about embodying that self, embodying that essence of who you are and who you're meant to become. And then it's from embodying that, that's what I've noticed, like, to save you months of time, you just embody it, right? You might be like, what is it? What is it? No, just embody it. Don't even try to be like, what is it? Feel the vibration of the wish fulfilled, of what you want, right? That is the end. So if you can place yourself vibrationally in the end, you can start to understand what the end of the journey is, right? So start to, like, maybe start to meditate on it. Start to do rituals that you intuitively feel led to, right? Consume content on people that you feel in alignment with when it comes to a spiritual journey. Maybe spirit leads you to where you're meant to be, right? Maybe spirit shows you something. Okay, we're gonna pick how many? Okay, wait. Okay, cruelty is in reverse. So what was needed was done. You have futility. Okay, where are you going now from that? Okay. Okay. Okay, so you got to continue with the reading. You got Prince of Cups. Right side up. This is a very Luciferic or Luciferian energy of a card. Right now, you should embody the Luciferic state, right? Like, just like I was saying earlier, there's something you should embody. You might not know what it is. We just defined it. It's the Luciferic state, right? Lucifer is the god of the universe, right? So the universe for you is in reverse at the moment. So the thing is, you're a powerful creator being that isn't realizing that you are the one creating your universe. So at the moment, what you need to do is actually start to study the laws, study transmutation, mental alchemy, learn how to ground what you imagine within your mind into your life. You're not exactly at the point where you would bring your empire down the tree, but you are at a point where if you integrate the universe, something that I do teach on my Patreon is how to create your universe. So I would recommend starting to imagine your universe, just as something I've taught before is the astral temple exercise. You go into the astral temple and then expand it into a world, or you could say it, expand it into a mansion, expand it into a city, expand it into a world, and then start to imagine what your universe or what your world would look like. And then naturally, by law, as above, so below, it would start to manifest into the physical. And by embodying the universe or the ruler of the universe, Lucifer, then you can then start to manifest the reality in which you desire. It is then from that you will achieve success along the journey. If you don't, some people would say if you don't polarize, you're not going to reap the benefits of the pain that you endured, right? So to reap the benefits of the pain, you should polarize negatively to embrace what it is to be a Lucifer, to embrace what is it to be a Lucifer to you? What is it to be a Satan for you? What is it to understand your reality? What is the reality that you are creating? Because whatever it is, whatever you're thinking at the moment is a successful and prosperous one. That was your last reading, General Mosquito. Let me know how that helped. If that helped, Let me know if you resonated. I if anything, I'd like to hear feedback. That's the most important thing at the end of the day. I'm gonna look at the comments. Okay, also Joe, it's your question in just a moment. So first off, Andrew or General Mosquito, I send this energy into your life. May you be successful and prosperous in all that you do, as you embrace who you're meant to become with your mind. A lot of the things that I'm teaching also there's sirens going off as I said that. A lot of the things that I've been teaching lately are things that I'd recommend tuning into, because what at the moment I feel called to do by source is to teach people how to create the reality in which they desire, right? Someone could say how to build their empire, because if you take simple manifestational laws, right? Universal laws, you can do the same thing that the Anunnaki did. You can do the same thing that the Nephilim did, and then use that to create your reality, right? Even getting a pen and paper out. As I said that, it was 4111. So start to embrace the reality that you are creating, that you are grounding. Really look at not just yourself, but I feel everything around you. I feel like you're expanding. Oh, that's actually, again, okay, so you had the star card. I actually want to give this to you before we finish. Give me one moment. Because this is actually very synchronistic. Okay. It's because I viewed it recently, so it changed. Okay, cool. Let me see. Let me make sure. Okay, so first off, he says, Okay, man, I don't know what I would do without you. I appreciate you so much. Thanks, chat. I appreciate you also. Oh, yeah, we raising the vibes. We're raising the vibes, you guys. That's the soul tribe. For myself, we're shamans, right? We're here we're magi, right? We're all imagining a nation that is most men. Also, Joe Flock, no, I will be giving you a tarot card reading. One moment, let me just read this, and then I got you on that. Thank you for the donations. Since you did donate twice, I will be able to pull 2 cards for you, or whatever. In a sense, I'm intuitively led to. Give me just a moment, and I'll read everything that you put, and then feel free to ask a specific question that you would ask your spirit guides. But I'll read what you already put, because you might have asked that. Okay, so General Mosquito, this is what I have. So first off, interferences in reverse for what I'm about to say. Ace of Cups, you need to embrace the next steps of your journey. Dominion, you're not taking control of your life. You are standing on life, but you're not you're standing on the Ankh, but you're not taking control of life. Okay, the star card, what you had in the beginning. Today, everything is aligned. You have fallen in alignment with who you are, the star card. You are awakening your cosmic origins and stepping into who you are and who it is you're meant to be. Everything is aligning. This is your destiny, your fate. Whatever you're focusing on, this equinox, new moon, General Mosquito, because you got the star card as well. I got the star card, you got the star card. I got the star card. You got the star card. Cosmic homies. That's what's meant to be. So whatever you're focusing on right now, whatever you are focusing on right now is what is meant to be, and that is your destiny. No longer focus on the old timelines or reality, but rather step into that of the new and onto this timeline, this new timeline, right? You're shifting timelines right now. You're not just manifesting, like I said earlier, you're not just manifesting, you're shifting timelines. Go full in on whatever you desire and let what is meant to come, come. And let everything else that is no longer serving you fall away. And that's how you'll become who you're meant to be. See the vision of your desired reality, because this is what's encapsulated within the star. Just as a star explodes, just as it expands, and just as we are the star, it's about our expansion. Just as the amount of energy it took to be here, like right, the star, we are a star. We are Ishtar. We are a star. Ishtar, right? As Crowley said, we are Ishtar. Just as it expands, and just as we are Ishtar, a star, it's about our expansion. Just as the amount of energy it took for you to be here, right? So just like when you're first born, you create DMT, right? Maybe you took psychedelics, like maybe you smoked DMT, maybe you took ayahuasca, maybe you are crossing the abyss, you were flooded with a whole bunch of DMT, so your life no longer is, even chemically, your life no longer is what it once was, because you've now altered your DNA, awakening the dark matter within to your next evolutionary step. I heard the word leap, your next evolutionary leap. So take that next leap for yourself, that jump, that quantum leap, and embrace who you're meant to be. Embrace who you're meant to become, and embrace that journey, right? So literally shift into a new reality. You're no longer who you thought you were. You're now fully, you've stepped into your Daemon, and you've became who you're meant to be. 1 second. Okay. Let everything else that is no longer serving you fall away, and that's how you'll become who you're meant to be. See the vision of your desired reality, because this is what's encapsulated within the star. Just as a star explodes, just as it expands, and just as we are the star, it's about our expansion. Just as the amount of energy it took for you to be here. The universe implodes on itself. That's what you are and are doing right now, expanding, going within to find yourself and who you are, for that's what the journey is, and that's what it's showing you, or that's what's showing it. That's what it's showing. It's showing you who you could become from the journey being here, right? You might want to go out there, but it's not about going out there. It's about here. What are you creating here? What are you bringing into this reality? What are you grounding? Right now, imagine that and then shift into that reality, not just meditationally, not just manifesting, but quantumly. Take a quantum leap. Who are you becoming from the journey? What we could amass. Okay, the journey. That's what is it showing you? It's showing you who you could become from the journey being here. What we could amass, experience, do, perceive, it's all showing us something. For you are the star, the center of this divine cosmic play. And with that, I ask you, what are you showing yourself? Today is about expansion. Okay, that is the message. That was the star card message. There's your message fully, General Mosquito, bringing that into your life. Abracadabra, 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 as it is and so it is done. May you solidify your journey and all that you desire be brought to fruition. Have a beautiful day, General Mosquito. Go celebrate. You need to go celebrate. That's what's gonna shift you into that next being. I'm not saying to go like go out and drink, right? I'm not endorsing substances, but go get a nice glass of wine and a nice dinner. Go get an $80 bottle of wine or something like, you know what I mean? Get one specifically for $8.999. That's actually what I'm hearing. Get one for like $89, $8.999. Right? So if you see a wine at your store, at a store near you, maybe next week, whenever you can do it, you know, get one that says $8.999 and then toast yourself and whatever deity that pulled you out of hell, and know that you are a real one, right? Know that you've put in the work to become who you're meant to be. You put in the work to achieve what you were meant to achieve. You were always meant to achieve that status. You just had to believe. You had to have faith in the path and know yourself. What I'm hearing is Hecate is with you. Hecate is guiding you on the next step, on the next phase, on the next levels, right? So actually I would pour a glass to Hecate and embrace yourself at the crossroads. Embrace yourself at the crossroads, going into a new reality and becoming who you're meant to be. And that's how you will achieve what you are meant to achieve. So work with Hecate. That is the reading. Okay. Joe Flock. Okay, I appreciate the wait. Also, thank you, General Mosquito, for the donations. And then Joe Flock as well. I appreciate you for the donations, and then as well for waiting for this reading. Okay, cool. Thank you for saying I'm an oracle. Yeah, I try to provide guidance and wisdom for people. So that's what I do with my readings. Okay, Tenebris, I will answer your question after Joe Flocks. Luciferians, okay, just support. You're an oracle. That's your feedback. Let's have some good news. I'm just supporting another. Oh, thank you on that, Joe Flock. Thank you on that, man. Dude, know you're doing really well along your journey. Because I remember when you were first commenting, and you know, some people express a certain aspect of the Qliphoth. Here, I apologize. 1 second. Hey, I'm live right now. Okay. In a little bit, will you be ready? Okay, cool. Okay, bye. Okay. I don't have too much longer, just letting you guys know. Okay, so Joe Flock, getting back to your question. Your information solid. Oh, dude, okay, thank you. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I'm just giving you 11 settings. 11. Yeah, I believe that's the number that you donated, and that actually would be the number of death essence or da'ath if we were to look at the Kabbalistic tree. So you could even say that that is a sacrifice for your journey. You understand what it is to be a medium, right? You understand what it is to be a shaman, someone that is an intermediary between realms. And it's in that sense that you are going through this tree system to show you who you're meant to be. Actually, the tree, what it will do for you, and as I said that it was 555 in the live, right? What it will do, let me just check to make sure I have enough battery and then I'll continue. Okay. Okay, cool. So what it will do for you, Joe Flock, is align you to your cosmic heritage. What the tree system is doing overall and in general is stripping you away of everything that is no longer serving you, right? It's stripping you, you're going through the underworld to be purified by hell's fires, right? At some point, and I would even recommend bookmarking the stream. Might not be live because of sensitive information, but in a sense, when you do get to the crossing of the abyss, what I recommend for you, Joe, is, and this isn't for a while for you, but I could give you a whole breakdown, honestly, if you wanted, in the sphere, but at the crossing, know that it's a bridge. You're walking a cosmic bridge when you do cross the abyss, right? To a shaman, there is no abyss because the abyss is a mindset, right? So if you can shift and align your mindset to shift your perception, stay hydrated, you guys, stay hydrated. If you can allow, which it's, Da'ath is the throat chakra, right? Is the throat center. So it makes sense why my voice cut out. If you can allow yourself to shift your perception, you'll start to see your reality the way that you need to. And what I would consider this, I call this aligning to source. So as you align to source as a shaman, and what is the source, right? I have a video called Source Aspects. I recommend that you go watch that. I'm also coming out with an in-depth source video on the Patreon. I have a lot of videos. I just need to fully cut them, upload them. There's some of them come, like, I'll be like, I want to upload it today. I don't upload it. It's meant for another day. I'm just organizing everything. I have a whole, okay, but align to source, embrace your highest source, your greatest version, right? Embrace the Daemon, and in a few spheres. So what you're experiencing right now is an ego dissolution where you're allowing that to purify your being, where then you will be, in a sense, it feels like you're getting beat the fuck out of you, right? Your mind feels like it's being warped left and right. I had clients, like I went through this experience as well, but I had clients where they really showed me, oh my God, like, oh my God, I call it Qliphoth brain. I literally have a term, Qliphoth brain. My client didn't come back to me for like 3 months. I'm not saying you don't have to come back, you don't have to get a consultation, but I'm just saying, in a sense, he said, yeah, I'll come back to you because I probably should do that. But then, in a sense, he didn't do that. And then he was stuck in Samael sphere for literally 3 months. When I'm like, bro, you can just do it in a month. Just do it in a month. Just get it over with. Just get it over with. Like a band-aid, rip it off. Just get to the next sphere. Don't do a whole bunch at once. I don't recommend doing that. You can. We're not going to get into that in this video. You can, but that's another time. So that's advanced. That's like, I wouldn't really recommend that to anybody, honestly, unless you truly incarnated just to walk this path, right? I kind of did that, but in a very unbeneficial way. But continuing. As you shift to the next sphere, this is where you will be empowered by Baal's energy. We were talking about Beelzebub. I believe you even said the word Beelzebub or something very similar to Baal or Beelzebub's energies earlier. But you are in Baal's sphere, or you're shifting. At the end of this month, you should actually have shifted into the next sphere. You should have shifted into Baal's sphere. For those that understand the Qliphoth, right? For those that this is just entertainment, and I don't know how some people view this, right? But for those that are in the Qliphoth and understand the tree, watch and look for these things in your reality. Try to understand where people are at, right? And then you can help them to shift accordingly if you choose to. That's also what it is to be a gatekeeper, right? We have the ability to choose if you will go to the next sphere or not, in a sense, based off we give you the information and then you will do with it what you choose. So at the end of the day, are you choosing to align with the source that you need to? Baal is empowering you with that source. So that's what the magic is, right? In this sphere, you're going to feel a heightened of Kundalini energy. This is what is coming next for you. You're going to feel a heightened Kundalini energy. You're going to start to cast a lot of energy, right? So after this sphere, right now in this sphere, when you shift, you're going to shift at the end of the month, probably around the next few days. You're going to be really powerful in spell work. I recommend doing a lot of spell work. Actually doing a lot of spell work, right? Get candles, get incense, right? Like, I lit this Hecate earlier. Get candles, get incense. Start to focus and get good at imagination, visualization, things that Baal as well Belial teach. And then from that, start to control your mind using the imagination practice. And then you'll be able to direct like a current of energy, like focus, your will, and your intention at the end of the day is the most powerful thing when it comes to casting spells, when it comes to spell work. So start to read books. What is the foundation of a spell? Oh, Super G, yeah, most definitely. We need to do breath work. What is exactly breath? Super G's bringing up the breath work, dragon breaths. Like, what is a dragon breath? We'll tie this into your reading because that's something you're gonna need to be able to do. Is breath work, is being able to ground your energy, because a lot of Kundalini energy is going to be flowing through you. So if you don't expand it, you're gonna burn yourself out. Right? So you need to express this energy in some way. As Super G said, do 50 dragon breaths. So I'm going to do 50 dragon breaths. The way that we do that is in and out. Now on the last breath, clear it, clear it. Yo, shout out to the homie Langford. Shout out to the goddess Kali Ma. Langford is the one that showed me to do dragon breaths and to take breath work more serious. That's also a fellow dragon that we've had on the podcast, on the live stream before. Just wanted to throw that out, you guys. Okay, Conscious Identity, what's up, fam? Hey, I got you on the reading, most definitely. Give me one moment for we are finishing Joe Flock's reading, and then we will get into yours. We're doing the breath work, Joe, because I would not tell you to do something that I would not do myself, right? So breath work helps you to stimulate. When I got to about the 20th breath, my third eye started to just activate, and then I started to direct my will and intention towards something that I desired. So in this moment, what I desired was to cleanse my energy, to give you a perfect reading, to give you a better reading. Okay, we are starting the reading off. Actually, you have the same card as General Mosquito ended on. This is actually what the deities are saying to choose. They told me to choose the bottom card. Right now, you are being successful along your journey. I mean, the fact that you're here shows that you are choosing to take your evolution serious. The fact that you got, the fact that you donated, I actually wanted to let you know personally that I will be adding you, as well as General Mosquito, if you are still here. For those that have donated today, anything over $10, I will be adding you to the Astarte Ritual, because I feel called to actually do that. So I'll be, if you choose to, Joe Flock, if you choose to. If not, I will give you a reading. I'll give you, that came out. I'll give you a reading, or as well spell work with another deity if not. But if you would like to be a part of the Astarte Ritual tonight, I would like to offer that, because that is a part of the reading. You are being successful in your endeavors. The fact that you chose to donate, right? You're choosing to take your evolution serious to the next level, because something that I've actually started to understand lately with Lord Mammon, right? And I even feel Mammon's energy coming forward to empower you with wealth, abundance, prosperity, success. That's what it is as well, success. You have been favored by a lot of the deities. So right now you are being successful in the path that you are choosing to walk, right? So right now your divination will be more empowered, your tarot, your spell work, right? Again, that's what we were talking about earlier, your spell work. Most likely that is why Astarte has called me to add you to tonight's ritual. So I'm hearing to shuffle 3 times. Cruelty, you've been going through a lot along your journey at the moment. I can see that a lot has been mentally taxing for you. So right now you should actually start to understand that any cruelty that was sent your way was merely to dissolve your ego so that you could embrace the journey in which you are meant to, right? So it's not cruelty like, oh, the universe hates me. It's more of cruelty like, you chose to go through this as a warrior because you are a warrior of the path, right? So embrace the path as a fellow brother with purpose. Know who you are and who you're meant to become from the journey, and embrace everything you're creating and allow that to come to fruition. So right let whatever card fall. Okay, you got luxury upside down. Okay, you got full upside down. Okay, so the thing is, at the moment, I thought I would... Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze. Okay, at the moment, Joe, I thought that the Fool, if the Fool was going to be right side up, I was going to say that at the moment, there's a Swedish story. Well, I'm going to say the story either way, but know that this story pertains to you not in the negative of the story, but rather a positive of who you are, because you are a respectful being, and that's why the God, when I meant God's favor you, I don't mean it like in a worship sense. I mean in the sense that you are a respectful person when it comes to working with the deities. They trust you. They have faith in you. And that is why you are walking the path that you are, because just as it's a story of a Swedish prince, right? The Swedish prince gained this ability to go into the valley of the gods. So now this Swedish prince thought that he was wiser than the gods. So since he thought he was wiser, since he thought he was wiser than the gods, he tried to trick them, he tried to manipulate them, he tried to fool them and take their power. But the thing is, because he was disrespectful to the gods, he didn't just come to them with honesty, with open, right? This isn't you. Again, this isn't you. You've been doing good, right? So you had Fool in reverse, so it's nothing. I'm just giving a story, right? So in the story, because he was an egotistical being, all of the gods started to talk to one another, started to talk to each other, and then say, hey, you know that one guy, he's a muggle. We know he's a muggle, so we are going to torture him, right? So even though he thought he was pulling one over on the gods, the whole time the gods were orchestrating things that were pulling one on him. So the reason why I brought this story up was because sometimes we walk this path and we egotistically think we always know what's right, right? For myself, I was a little bit less, sometimes you can have too much ego and sometimes you can have too little of an ego. I feel like maybe Joe, like maybe you have too little of an ego, and that's good right now, but at some point you're going to need to develop the ego to enter into the next phase of your evolution, right? Because you need to, especially at the Girion, take on, as you were saying, the devil, right? Take on the Antichrist energy, fully embody the black flame at its pure potential, right? And then from stepping into your power, this is what will then align you to source at some point. So gain an ego, but then before the crossing of the abyss, again, you need to dissolve, you need to lose the ego, right? And this is how you can move forward into your ascension and becoming who you are meant to be. So at the moment, you are dissolving it to then gain not a spiritual ego, but as I said earlier, stay hydrated, you guys, stay hydrated. One moment. Let me make sure I have enough battery. Okay, cool. 2. So at the moment, you're being initiated into the night side in totality. The first 3 spheres are what are, in a sense, the preparatory initiation. And it's actually the fourth sphere that initiates you into the actual night side path, where you will start to understand the spirits are taking you into their realm and showing you their science of magic, of witchcraft. I would recommend that you start to invoke these beings more, and you start to channel rituals. Even, I'm hearing you could do rituals for hire. I'm hearing you could do, you're someone that if you perfected your craft, you can do ritual, tarot, divination for hire. You seem that you walk a very shamanic or witchcraft path. Okay, death. Yes. Yes, death of the ego. This is exactly what you are embracing at the moment. You must allow your ego to, and also, just letting you know, I did see the super chat. I'm just finishing this reading. Allow your ego to dissolve and then step into the role of the initiate. Learn from the beings as if they were your own family, as if they were your mentors, as if, well, they're your mentors, they're your guides. You don't need physical initiates, you don't need physical teachers, right? I teach just so you can connect to the beings, right? You don't need a physical teacher when you know. It's that saying, when the student is ready, the master appears. I would recommend working with Belial. Once you shift out of the sphere, Baal, yes, you are shifting into the Baal sphere, so you are working with Baal to reach the next level, right? So start to learn magic with Baal. Die to who you once were, like dissolve, or death, actually a death. Die to who you once were, and allow a more powerful version of yourself to step to the forefront. Do the shadow work to integrate this process. Yep. From that, you will become the magician. Guys, these cards have been through hell. That's all I gotta say. Don't even mind the cards. From that, you'll become the magician. You will align with magic, but at the moment, you're not stepping into your power. You're not stepping into your purpose. Embrace your true will. Direct all of your magic at that. And then after you shift from the Baal sphere, this is when you should start to pick up Goetia work, Goetic magic. I teach a lot on this subject, both on my YouTube and as well on my Patreon. Start to pick up the Goetia, push the boundaries of magic to its limits, understand what magic is, and become the magician. That's what you're meant to do at the moment. That's what you're meant to focus on, is becoming magic. No longer are you doing ritual, but you are becoming ritual, right? That is your reading, Joe Flock. May that energy be sent into your life, and may you become who you're meant to be this time. May all that you embrace come to fruition. Okay, let me 1 second, conscious identity. Let me make sure I have enough battery. I just had to check something. Conscious identity, let me make sure. Are you still here? Just making sure so I can give you your reading. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, conscious identity. We are doing your reading. Please feel free to do you have, okay, also you did donate a 1111. So I want to say a few things on that. Know that you are in alignment with your path, right? Okay, so for myself, I'm a tarot card reader, but I'm also a intuitive and as well a conscious reader by change. Yeah, Rick Descartes, I got you after conscious identity. Just letting you know. No, I remember. I remembered. Okay, so at the moment, conscious identity, you are clairvoyant. You are very psychic, right? You are in tune. I feel like the reason why you donated 1111 at the moment is because two things. Intuition. You are very connected to your intuition. You know that that was a very synchronistic number. You also donated 555, which to me is a very synchronistic number. It means a lot to me. So I just wanted to also extend. I'm doing an azazel ritual on Saturdays for self-mastery, ascension, and growth. The ritual is $66, but the fact that you chose to donate 555, if you would like, I'd like to add you to that ritual and empower you for self-mastery, because I feel that you are connected. If you want to, if you work with Azazel, if you want to, I'm not pressing any ritual in any way, but because 555 to me is my number for Azazel, and I just found that was very synchronistic. So if you don't have a connection to Azazel, I feel like he might be connecting to you. But either way, I'm also adding you to the Astarte ritual, just throwing that out there. So you are very connected to your intuition. 1111 is also, again, death essence. So I feel that you are someone that I'm not sure if you are walking both the I'm not in tuned if you are walking both the Qliphothic or the Sephirothic and Qliphothic tree, but you put 11 and 11, which I would put that as a symbolism that you are someone that is in alignment with that path. If you haven't looked into that, or maybe that's also what brought you here. So the Hierophant, one moment. Before we define these energies, we have the Hierophant as the first card. Right now you should start to... Oh! I'm not sure if you are a masculine or a feminine conscious identity, but you are... I'm hearing priestess. I'm hearing... But as well, you are a priest or a priestess. You are someone that is connected to your... Maybe you're connected to the divine feminine if you are masculine, but if you are feminine, you are connected to the divine feminine. You are the diviner that is seeing the reality in which you are creating at the moment. If you have a specific question, feel free to as well ask that. And as I just said that, what is the card? It was in reverse, but okay, cool. Thank you for confirming that. The divine feminine's reach, yeah, and it was most likely in reverse to tell me that you are a masculine as well. Because if you were but it was the priestess card actually just came up as the second card out of all cards, but in reverse. So you haven't been stepping into... Okay, maybe that's what it is. I should have flipped the card. You haven't been stepping into the divine feminine, so now you are stepping into the essence and energies of the priestess. You are someone that is in tune with your psychic abilities. You are someone that is embracing the psychic arts. You are connected to your consciousness, right? Right now, it is about utilizing that connection to magnetize to yourself the things in which you love, the lovers. I can sense there's a connection, a brewing. As well, I usually don't have, they don't, there's a connection. I'm not going to negate anything. There's a connection, a brewing. Someone either coming into your life or not. This isn't like a plain, like, oh, the lover's like, oh, a lover, does Johnny like me? This is a soul connection you either have or harness at the moment, or it's coming into your life. This is someone that actually isn't connected to their emotions at the moment, so they can't see it. So either if you're with someone and they can't see you for who you are, it's actually because they're not in tune with themselves. So don't take this personally. And then as well, on top of that, okay, let me know. Email Rick Descartes, email me. Just email me and I got you on the reading. On top of that, the fact that they're not in, so, and if it isn't someone that you know, it's someone coming into the picture, and it's because they don't know themselves that they haven't magnetized you. You have the Lover's right side up. Okay, cool. Thank you on that. Thank you on that, Rick. Have a beautiful day, man. You have the Lover's right side up. So you are in alignment for this union or this connection, if that's what you are looking for, if that's what's being magnetized to you. This can also just be the connection to yourself, and as well loving yourself. Okay, so you have the Aeon. So Astarte is actually reaching out to you, because that is actually Inanna. I believe this is a picture of Inanna, if not Astarte, over the Horus. Also Isis, right? Isis, Ishtar, Inanna, Astarte is connected to you, and you are someone that is ushering in I'm hearing specifically a new Aeon within yourself. That is why you have gotten the Aeon card, because right now is okay, there's a song that's coming to mind. Either write this down, go look it up, but it's there's a song by Bad Omens. It's called Love's it. The way it goes is love's the death of peace of mind, right? And it's like, that's actually what I'm kind of hearing, is there's going to be some form of love or some form of energetic exchange. It could even be with a being, right? There's some form of energy that is so over. Oh, wait. It could even be the connection that you hold to the path. Oh wow, I'm feeling a lot of energy off of what you just said, conscious identity. I even felt a shift energetically. So it's very powerful what you are experiencing at the moment. You should start to step into a new form of energy. You should start to step into a new form of magic. There's, I don't know, again, I'm not trying to give personal advice or Qliphothic advice in more of the live reading, right? I mean, I let what comes through, but say if you wanted to get more of an in-depth reading and you wanted to understand what I'm about to convey, you could do that. Or even a consultation. I'm not saying that you have to in any way. I'm not pushing my service. But what I feel intuitively is being told is that you are in a similar way to Joe Flock. You are walking the tree, the Qliphothic tree. You're in Samael into Baal sphere. I'm not giving a professional reading right now. I'm giving an entertainment reading, right? So I would recommend looking into the Qliphothic tree, like I was saying earlier. You will achieve success. I'm feeling so much energy shift right now. Oh my God. You will achieve success in what you are doing, because what you are doing is, there's a reason why you're doing what you're doing. Actually, that's even what's going to what is going, and tonight's ritual with Astarte is actually going to be very very powerful for this process. You could even say that you ordered a tarot card reading before the ritual. So what is coming to my mind is that once tonight happens, once this energy is sent into your life, you will then you already have it, but this is empowering you, because my name is Atanu, right? I am a love god, so I help people. I've actually manifested 5 raisings of the bride, about 8 people crossing the abyss. You are someone that, I don't know if you understand, again, I don't know if you look into the Kabbalistic tree, but you're someone that is raising the bride. I would look into the concept of the Scarlet Woman, because you are someone that has been called to the path for a reason, and the more that you connect to the divine feminine, I would looking into Crowley, right? Look into Crowley's work. Look into what a Scarlet Woman is. I actually have videos coming to my channel as well my Patreon on content or on these concepts, right? Look into Universal Mastery's videos. Universal Mastery has concepts on this as well, of the Scarlet Woman, of the raising of the bride. You have the Tower at the moment in reverse. So there isn't... Okay, we're going to let the next card actually speak. Top, and then... Okay, swift. Something is happening swiftly. What is it? What is it? So we have swift as the second card. Something is happening swiftly. What is it? Oh, okay. Again, okay. Take this as you choose, right? At the moment, so when I was going through the Samael sphere, this makes a lot of sense. I don't know if you work with Belial, if you've ever heard of Belial. People were talking about Beelzebub earlier. Joe was talking about Beelzebub. Baal was also talked about. If you say are in the sphere that I am intuning, Baal also is reaching out to you. This is my card for Belial as well. He's also known as Baal to some, or Beelzebub. I don't know if you work with these beings, not trying to, everybody's different. But I feel that these beings have an affinity or a connection with you. And if we look at this card, it's actually a knight looking out into the sun, right? A knight holding a shield with a sun is looking out into a sunset, right? And just like the word offset, sunset, offset, the word set as well, set being the devil of the Egyptian pantheon, not the devil, but you know, the Lord of Chaos or transmuting storms and winds. But yes, so he's looking out into the sun, so he's looking out into the light, you could say. You might be someone that is more, say you have an affinity for angels or the path of light, but it might be also a left-hand path that is calling you so that you could step into your warriorhood, so that you could become the strongest flame, so that you could become the strongest light, the strongest torch within the night, right? I'm actually hearing even Hecate, right? Another dark feminine goddess. Let me make sure I have enough battery for this reading. Hecate is calling out to you, and you hold the spark or the flame of Hecate, and the Lucifer symbolism is calling forward very heavily right now, right? I don't know if you're aware, but you emanate very heavy Luciferic light, right? You are a very powerful, very shining light. You emanate bright, but I feel that you don't emanate bright because you're just love and light, reiki healing, love and light. I feel it's because you've stepped into your shadow, right? You've embraced your strength from, maybe you come from a dark path, right? Maybe you come from facing a lot of fear, maybe facing a lot of trauma, maybe illness in some way, maybe doubt. I feel that maybe there's something that was always weighing on you that you had to carry. You had to carry the world on your back. You had to carry the world on your shoulders. And it's from emanating this light that the world always flocked to you. It always gravitated to you. You were the brightest angel. You were the most intelligent angel. You were the most beautiful angel, right? And just as we can say a being, we can say an energy, we can just say an archetype. Just as Lucifer went into the darkness, it's because he had to face his shadow, right? At the moment you are facing your shadow, right? One second. Sorry, my nails itch. You are facing a lot of things that are coming up. It's at this moment that you are reevaluating your path, it seems. It seems that if it was right side up, you would be embracing a more, say, Christian perception, right? Because this is the card of science. The swords are going in on the cross. The swords are going in on the cross, representing a destruction of old beliefs, which to me, this would indicate another connection to within the Qliphoth being in the Samael sphere, where you are dissolving those past beliefs of who you perceived yourself to be, and instead you are choosing to walk the path and step into the journey. I only give this merely as advice. Sometimes we work with angels in hell, and we might realize that if we are within the Qliphoth, the hell realms, and we do not step into our darkness or polarize and start to understand that realm, if we're only emitting light, at some point we will burn ourselves out completely. Because that's what the Qliphoth is designed to do. It's designed to burn you out if you are only a light matter being, right? So by taking on the darkness, the dark matter, not that dark is bad, right? White good, black bad, right? There's some angels that will really fuck with you, just like there's some demons that will fuck with you, right? It's about balance. Balance at the end of the day is what you are seeking to achieve, it seems. And balance swiftly. The more that you can balance yourself, the less harm, the less damage you will get overall. A lot of people get illness in their body, right? Specifically maybe this area, because they're not balancing their yin and their yang, right? They might be producing a whole bunch of jing. It's called jing or jin energy, which I believe is masculine, and they need to promote more yin energy, right? Which also came up in the reading, more yin energy, which is feminine or pulling in, which we can just say that that's the dark matter. It's the essence and the energy that pulls in. So I would embrace working with that science and then merging both trees to embrace a form of source vampirism, you could say, right? Because when we're in the Qliphoth, it's hard to thrive within the dark matter realms if you are not attuned to these realms, right? If you don't know how to, some call it vampirism, if you don't know how to pull in energy, you're going to get steamrolled, right? So that's actually why we work with, say Lucifer or Belial, right? This is my Belial card. Belial was once an angel that then they, even Azazel, right? Then they chose to descend, go into the dark matter realms, and then they became their own being. Azazel built an empire. Lucifer started to rule hell. Beelzebub started to learn business, right? Like King Paimon started, he just became his own deity, just became his own being. And that's all that is a symbolism of. You know, being subservient of Source, being as an angel, where then we drop through Da'oth, and then we go into the Qliphoth, or maybe we were initiated in some way through music, that good pussy, whatever it might be, right? Things just transpiring around you. We are born in the abyss for many. Some are born in the underworld, not knowing themselves. Lucifer was an angel born into heaven to then become a demon king, a devil king, right? So he didn't know he was going to be his own god, but then through walking the path, he became his own being, his greatest version. So what I can feel is that your evolution is happening very swiftly. The Queen of Swords as well. Hecate is very close to you. I would recommend reaching out to the goddess Hecate, because we have the Queen of Swords, where the Queen of Swords is waving her wand, cutting the way forward for you. Earlier I said a torch in the night. Hecate holds a torch, and we can consider the Queen, the Statue of Liberty symbolism. Statue of Liberty. When we look at the Statue of Liberty, it is a woman holding a torch, right? So as she's holding that torch of justice, you are, as maybe you worked with angels in the beginning, you are as that source being within the dark matter realms, holding the torch, going through hell, not to become a demon, but to embrace your greatest source and become your own source. So what's more powerful, becoming the brightest angel and becoming subservient to some other source, some other being, or choosing to go through hell and embrace that pain and that suffering and transmute it into the reality in which you desire to create for yourself? That's Queen of Swords. This will be the last card of your reading. Actually, I'm hearing, I believe it's let's see. This card, okay, those two cards, and then this card. Completion. So why is completion in reverse? Knight of Swords. Okay, so it seems that you have completion in reverse, and then you also have Ace of Discs in reverse. Completion being a completion. Ace of Discs is new beginnings. So at the moment, you don't have a new beginning, but rather a continuation of the path with the gnosis that you might have acquired with the information along the journey and along the way. Right now is maybe a time, because you had Tower in reverse. It's a time to reevaluate the path, try to better understand the path, and then walk into the greatest expression of yourself. At the end of the day, all I am saying is that you are your own greatest expression. You are your own greatest source. You are your own source. You are that which created yourself, and you choose the path in which you are walking but there might be a path that is already paved at the moment, and then at some point, if you choose to walk the path, you will start to create your own destiny, or you will learn how to create your own destiny for yourself. And if you choose to embrace, like to let go of all the old conditioning, all the old programming, that's what's going to step you into the next phase, the next level, where you will then be shown how to create your own reality. You remind me a lot of this reading reminded me a lot of General Mosquito's reading. Let me know, anybody that's gotten a reading, let me know how you felt. Let me know how you, you are someone that is in alignment with your path. Continue to walk it. Try to understand the Qliphothic tree even more, but balance it. Balance is key at the end of the day, because once you're trying to cross the abyss, you're gonna reignite and like a. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not used to a keyboard with it has expanded diameter. And like a phoenix, you will rise. And it's funny because I literally just flicked ashes. I have incense lit. I just flicked ashes. You will rise from the ashes like a phoenix in crossing the abyss. And it is from that you will be recreated. So look into the tree system, and then from that, you're gonna find yourself. It's not lovers in a sense that it's not always love. Like I believe, yes, you will magnetize a lover from walking this path and walking this journey. Oh yeah, that was already stated. Okay, that was already stated earlier. So this is confirmation because you did get the lovers. You also had the lovers earlier, and you had the Aeon. This is a confirmation that you have a raising of the bride. I would look into, again, Jeremiah, Universal Mastery. Look it up. Really good content. Raising of the bride, it's a Kabbalistic concept. The Scarlet Woman, I will have content later on. But he helped me to understand the concept. I'm also going through this process. This has to do with the Aeon of Horus, with the ushering in of the new Aeon. Look into Crowley. Go Wikipedia Crowley. Look into Babylon. General Mosquito literally said Babylon. He said that is a fellow black brother, right? You are a black brother. You are someone that is embracing, if you so choose, the darker aspects, the darker arts, if you know what I'm saying, the darker aspects of reality, because you've been through that. You've already been through it. You working with it is merely claiming what you've already achieved. And from that, you actually gain love from the journey, the love for yourself and who you're meant to be. Abracadabra, as it is and so it is done. For may all that has been said be manifested and come to fruition. For your reading is done, conscious identity. May the love that is most meant for you come into your life. Also, I appreciate the donation or just, tipping for a card. Hey, got you on that. Know that this most likely will be on the Patreon. I will keep it. Hey, you can download it if you want. You can, but I feel like this reading will be very relative for a long time. At least even 6 months is honestly what I'm hearing. So Rick Descartes, are you still here? Are you still here, Rick Descartes? Oh wow, yeah, I could see that. Babylon. I've been seeing roses as well a lot lately. Roses can also be association with the crossing of the abyss. So you might be crossing the Sephirothic abyss at the moment, as you're also initiated within the Qliphoth. Okay, Rick Descartes. Yeah, no, there's a lot of synchronicities. Also, General Mosquito had a very synchronistic reading that was very similar to yours, Conscious Identity. I would also look into Nephilim heritage or Anunnaki heritage in some way. Okay, so Rick Descartes, feel free to ask me a question. If you give me like some kind of like give me a little bit to go on, I can tune into the situation for you, and or you know, whatever it might be, and I can do up to 4 cards is what I'm hearing. Okay. Okay, so 1111 as well. You are in alignment with the path. You are in alignment with the purpose and who you are meant to be. Um yeah, those are the energies that were coming through, General Mosquito. A lot of downloads. A lot of downloads. Okay, so Rick Descartes, what were you thinking when you saw 1111? It's also 111. Rick Descartes. Rick Descartes. It's 111 out of all. Think of like look at the chat. It was just actually 11111. So right now, whatever you're thinking, whatever's on your mind is very synchronistic in your life. Out of all moments, I didn't get you at 59 minutes. I didn't get you at 20 minutes. Let me make sure I have battery. Let me make sure I have battery. Oh, we caught it right before it was too late. We caught it right before it was too late, boys. Give me a second. Give me a second. This is perfect. Also, what is that? That is a broom in the background. Stay cleaning, you guys. That is the first ritual we do of the day, is clean our space. After breath work. After breath work. Also, we will be getting into a breath work super, because I feel like I know I want to I know I want a breath work, and I know Super G most definitely wants breath work too. We got that dragon breaths earlier. But okay, trying to start. He literally said start. Trying to start a business brand. Want to find a good demon to work with. A solid partner. Partner. Okay, so Rick Descartes, you put 1111. I believe Astarte is calling out to you to help you to push through something that is most meant for you, right? So Astarte, which I have a video on, Astarte actually connected me to she connected me to people of higher influence, right? So I was at the skate park, right? Yada yada. I happened to meet this guy that I just asked him. I was like, well, he literally rode a bike, like a BMX bike, like it was no joke, right? He rode so fluidly and so effortlessly. I was like, this dude's like a god, like, right? And then I started talking to him, and then he's like, oh yeah, man, like he's like, the way that you get good at it is the breath. And then he started to tell me, he's like, yeah, I've never done substances. All I do is just ride. I just ride my bike. I feel good riding my bike. I love riding my bike. This dude became a millionaire. He was a broke kid from Brazil where his dad bought him his first bike. And then from getting so good at it, he rode it every day, every day, every day. From getting so, and there's a reason I'm saying this story, because I actually met this person through the Astarte connection, right? So as I met this person, he happened to be sponsored by Coca-Cola, right? And he was a broke kid in Brazil that became a millionaire. he became a millionaire, right? He became a millionaire. So whatever business that you've thought about starting at the moment, know that this could be a millionaire brand. This could be a millionaire business idea. Okay, I hope it's still connected. But yes, right as I said, reconnect with the goddess herself, my phone disconnected. Right? So at this moment, I would recommend working with Astarte for your brand. Ouroboros and Lucifer is also Lucifer is a good being to work with. Working with different beings would be very beneficial for you because they all teach you different things. Lucifer can, he can teach you math. Like if we're getting into the heavy occult science, he can teach you in understanding the Qliphoth, heavy forms of initiation, depending on what system. When it comes to spellwork and sorcery, the occult. But he can also, he can make you famous, right? He can make you a really good singer. He can make you a really good artist. If you work with Lucifer, work with King Clawneck. Clawneck would be a very beneficial spirit to work with for a business pursuit, for a business endeavor. Very good being to work with for business. Ouroboros is as well good. I would work with all of them, all of the beings that were just stated in different ways. Try to script out ways that they can help you. Ask them for help, or rather empower yourself, or send out the energy evocation style to magnetize to you things that would be most beneficial and prosperous along the journey, along the way, right? And then pull the energy. Oh man, okay, Rick Descartes, I hope you're Rick Descartes, just letting you know, if you need a deal with the devil. No, I'm joking. If you need a pact, pacts are something that I do. There's also other people in the community that make pacts. You can as well go to them. You can also make a pact yourself. On my Patreon, I teach how to make a pact. Universal Mastery teaches how to make pacts as well on his Patreon. I do have a video with Lucifuge, although on the other hand, if you wanted to work with Lucifuge yourself, it would take and as I'm saying that, sirens are going off in the background. Lucifuge is the being that you should also work with because he is a wealth spirit, a business spirit, and he will bring wealth to your business so you can start to propel yourself forward or usher yourself forward in your ascension using your business, right? Business is very spiritual at the end of the day. Building a brand, you're building a sigil, a logo, right? A sigil is a symbol, or your logo, I'm so sorry, your logo is your sigil. Your sigil is your symbol of empowerment, right? Your sigil is everything. Branding is everything. That's the energy that you're going to be moving forward with, or moving forward. I really felt Lucifuge. There's literally sirens going off for Lucifuge. Start to, also you got science right side up. So start to think about what you're doing completely different, right? So you can't go into business with the same mindset that you have. You have to allow this old mindset that was no longer serving you to dissolve so that you can move forward and become who you're meant to. So from this, what are you learning? Hey, what's up, CJ? What's up, fam? Hey, what's up, fam? So from this card, um, 1 second. I didn't say it earlier, but I really should have. in the sense that I didn't know how beneficial this was to say, but the witch goddess Hecate is with you, right? So actually, this makes a lot of sense, specifically because Lucifuge works with Hecate. They are connected, as well as actually, that's I'm gonna go with that. I'm not gonna try to force anything. So work with Hecate, and she will actually teach you how to master spirits and working with different spirits. Um, Hecate is a queen, is an empress of the cosmos, and she is present in many dimensions and realms. So you should utilize a connection with this essence, this energy, this being, this goddess, and allow her to empower you and show you the way as you are at the crossroads. She will guide you and lead you to where you need to be. That is the reading. That's all you needed to know. Work with Hecate and she will show you what you need. Also, Lucifuge is there for your wealth endeavors. Thank you, Rick Descartes, for being patient. That is your reading. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, cool. That's beautiful. Yeah, it aligns. Yeah, most definitely stay hydrated. Okay, so at the moment, if I don't have any more readings, guys, I'm gonna say the way that it's presenting, it's meant to be right side up. Know that if you are viewing this at the moment, this is your card. For everyone viewing this, the Magician. If you are someone that is walking the path of magic, you are stepping into the next level of your sorcery and your evolution. Know that since you are here, that the deities that you work with, if you cannot hear them, if you cannot see them, if you cannot connect to them, they are there. There's a reason why you're here at this moment, at this time, with even the Magician card coming forward. Looking at the Magician card. Oh yeah. Oh, you're funny, bro. We use cards. I've really used these cards. Yes, these cards have been through hell. These cards have been through hell. Also, CJ, I just want to throw out a synchronicity that I noticed, as well for anyone else who's watching this. King Paimon is with you guys, right? So, with that Magician card, like, you are learning sorcery, you are being empowered by King Paimon. You are taking your evolution to the next level because you have chosen to take on the frequency and the vibration of no longer emanating magic. I'm so sorry, no longer performing magic, but rather now you are stepping into magic. So start to become magic. Like, this is, I'm hearing advice for people. Start to become magic. Start to incorporate magic into your everyday life. Don't just look at it as going into ritual or going into meditation. Life is a meditation. Life is the ritual. Okay, Super G, I'm not sure if you asked for a reading. But Kaizen, yeah, I got you, fam. Okay, so if Super G would like a reading, if Kaizen would like a reading, anybody else that's here right now, I will give you a reading. But anybody else that comes after this point, like, fuck off. I gotta dip out. I got shit to do. I got shit to. Oh my god, guys, I've been so fucking busy lately. Life is on fucking overdrive. Like truly, I did not think that um for myself, life's already manifesting like quantumly, and then on top of that, I'm working with Mammon for the next 36 days. So anybody that wants to join up and be a part of the Patreon, I'm getting into all different forms of wealth creation for the top tier monthly Patreon, where I will also be doing rituals to build my Patreon's, in a sense, bank account, right? So if you choose to be a part of the top tier, we are building a guild where you will get rituals that will help you to increase your finances as well as your wealth. And then on top of that, I'm going to be teaching the occult nature of cryptocurrency by Satan himself, in a sense. And this is for the top tier. King Paymon's been teaching me NFTs. Satan's been teaching me crypto. I'm going to be teaching you guys. It's funny. It's like I'm like a drop shipping Patreon inside of an occult Patreon, where then I'm also teaching you guys how to walk the Qliphothic tree while build business and income for yourself. It's okay. It's gonna be beautiful. It's marvelous. It's a work in progress. We're just in step 1 right now. It's beautiful. Okay, so Kaizen, feel free to ask a question on what it is that you want, and then Tenebris, I got you after Super G. Okay, cool. And then CJ, I got you after Kaizen. And then we will be doing breath work after. We will be doing breath work after the readings. And then I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. We also got to do the ritual later today. We're doing the Astarte Ritual tonight. We got the Azazel Ritual tonight tomorrow for anyone that wants to tap in. And then we have the Mammon Ritual on Sunday, so as well as Klonek as well. So if you guys are just trying to build your money, the Klonek Ritual on Sunday will build money. Oh wait, oh my gosh, it's about to die. Okay, cool. Caught it at 2 seconds. Okay, the Klonek Ritual on Sunday will build your money. The Mammon Ritual is if you wish to take wealth, you can shift your understanding of wealth to a new frequency, to a more prosperous frequency. Okay, so yeah, you're right on that. Let's do breath work. Yeah. Kaizen, bro. Okay. Okay, Kaizen. Kaizen, I talked to a lot of people in the Qliphoth. Where are you in the Qliphoth again? If you want to talk about it, just so I can better understand where you're at. Guys, I've literally been up all day. Oh my god. Thamael. Okay. 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 Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna do breath work to clear my mind because I would actually like to be more clear with the intention of this reading. So as we give your reading, Kaizen, let us do, anybody that wishes to participate, let's do dragon breaths, just like Super G said. So I can't put my phone against anything. I'm just gonna put it up, but no, I'm doing. No, Kaizen. Let's pull a tarot card before I say anything. Okay, Kaizen, you have to bear with me. Okay, Kaizen, you have to bear with me. This is a long reading. So, right now you have to embrace being receptive. You have to embrace the path and the journey, the way, not that you're seeing it, but you actually have to start to look through reality. You can't accept things for the way that you perceive them to be. You have to start to listen to reality as it's speaking to you in each and every moment. The way that Satan speaks through reality, which I will have a video on Satan tomorrow out of all times. I knew I waited to release this. Satan speaks through you in all things, in all moments, in all of reality at all times, right? For myself, I've already started to integrate, or I've achieved the Satan, the Luciferic state. Right now, you are in the moment of integration. It does take a while to integrate the experience to get to the next level. You're going to feel as if it's already done, it's already complete, but you're not going to feel the full effects. Yeah, other you have to put in the time, you have to put in the work to embrace the journey, to step into the version of yourself in which you are meant to be. Right now, you are as the hero's journey archetype, right? The hero's journey chart. You started the journey, you took the call, you crossed the abyss, the gift of the goddesses, you know what I'm saying? The gift of the goddess, gift of the goddess, you know what I'm saying? That good pussy, you know what I'm saying? So the gift of the goddesses, back into the loop. I was just joking, I was having fun. But back into the loop where you are now restarting your journey as a new being. So you need to ground and set the intention of this new reality that you are creating. At some point, this is just flowing, so I'm going to say it. At some point, if you do desire a consultation to understand any of the process, that is exactly why I provide consultations, right? So I'm just throwing that out there. So now your reading is Knight of Cups. You need to be receptive to the emotional energies that are coming your way. You will feel as if all of reality is fighting you. You will feel as if you are being attacked. You will feel as if you are being destroyed. This is the last remnants of the black flame dissolving that which no longer serves you. It is at Thamael that you have full unification or full amplification of the black flame. So since your black flame is burning so brightly, what comes to my mind is azazel, right? As well as Satan. You are now solidifying that process and that journey as you have chosen to walk it. So now that you are solidifying what you are creating, it's about focusing on what you are grounding from the path and from the journey in which you walked. Because all of this wasn't showing you the physical, it was showing you your divine heritage and who you were meant to become. The star is in reverse because you're not choosing to step into your cosmic lineage. You're not choosing to. You've awakened your DNA, but you're not stepping into it. You need to step into your DNA, into your power, right? Only from unifying with the darkness, with the dark matter, you can embrace the power in which you've already achieved. Right now, you just need to ground the experience and bring it into this reality, right? So this is the whole reading. Give me like one moment. A lot of cards fell out. I mean, not that was the whole reading. That one second. Okay, this is really long, so I have to sum it up, right? You will understand. You will just understand. Okay, I gotta head out soon. Okay, so the Fool and the Magician are one and the same, right? So as you were once the Fool, you were creating your reality and you didn't know it. So we just got the Magician card, which you are the Magician. You have solidified all of the work in which you've put in, but you are still the Fool. In the same way that we are all still the Fool, because we are all still learning of the journey as we walk it. Just because you've finished an initiatory system mean that you're done, right? It means there's more into fruition, right? So the Fool is the perfect representation because you've now also became the Magician, where you know that you are creating your reality, you are creating your reality, and now you are the Fool to the next steps, which is good because you have no ego. You are a fool because you do not know. But as you step into the darkness, as you step into the dark matter of not knowing what you once were or the path that you walked, that is actually what then will bring you into a greater knowing of yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to be okay with what you went through and know that the love in which you emanate for yourself is what will create your reality. Belial channeled through to me through my wife, love is what creates worlds. It's through the feeling of love, abundance, prosperity that you will magnetize the reality in which you desire to create. Indolence, right? So it's in reverse. So this means that the flow is reverse at the moment. So what you need to start to do is actually, you could say, start to reverse engineer the path. And then from that, you can understand the journey in which you walked, and then you can start to use what you've learned from the deities to continue moving forward. Beings that you are learning from right now are specifically Satan and Azazel. Those are heavy, as well as Lucifer, are heavy initiatory spirits at Thamael. It can feel like you are being, again, torn apart, like you are being, it's your final initiation. Luxury is in reverse because you're focusing on building your empire. You're focusing on the amassing of your reality and stepping into the next step, the next phase is what I'm hearing. It will happen swiftly, right? Lucifer is a guiding being along your journey. Work with Satan to integrate Thalmael, work with Lucifer to understand source. Right now you are stepping into your soul and becoming who you're meant to become. And then from that, you need to reevaluate your mindset. You need to step into more of, I'm hearing that of a devil, right? You have to take on a new mindset in order to command your reality with your new given power. You need to understand how to delegate. You need to understand how to lead. You first need to lead yourself. You must first change yourself. Be the change in which you seek, right? Be the change in which you seek. And then from that, you will create what you're meant to in this reality. Valor is in reverse. What is the last card? 1 second. Shuffle 3 times. Oh, wow. Okay. So you got futility. This actually makes a lot of sense with your reading. It makes sense why you're here. Everything was synchronistically played out as it needed to. You got valor in reverse into futility in reverse. Futility is swords. It's what did you collect along the way, right? Futility in reverse. Do you see all these swords? The swords are pointing up. You could say that these different skills to pay the bills, right? These different skills. And then from that, it's 144. Okay, it's 144 as I was saying this, right? So all this is very synchronistic, representing, 72 Goetia, 72 angels, Goetia, as well as Qliphothic magic. You are entering into the veils. I believe Tenebris was also talking about entering into the veils for himself and understanding the veils. That was a question that he asked as well earlier. So you guys are both, it seems, at that same level. You guys are both black brothers that have achieved a very similar state, it seems. Give me. Okay, I feel like 4545 was a very synchronistic number. It stopped on that. But yeah, work with Hecate. She will help you in finishing your initiations. As well, 555, the number of azazel also popped up. You are finishing your initiations. Continue to follow the journey, and you are in alignment with the path. Now it's about the application of your skills, the utilization of everything you've learned. It's one thing to know something. It's another thing to apply what you've learned. Okay, so Tenebris. Wait, did Tenebris ask for a reading? I don't remember. Okay. Okay, guys, I actually for today I have to go, but anybody that, is still well. Okay, actually, I only have a few readings, so I guess that's not too bad. I believe. Okay, I know CJ had. Okay, yeah, I can do a few more readings. So I believe, is it CJ? Actually, okay. Okay, I believe. Okay, CJ, I'm gonna do your reading. CJ, feel free to ask a question. And then, Tenebris, I'm gonna do your reading. I believe Tenebris is the last one. There's sirens going off. Yeah, this is most definitely Patriot. Yeah, I have it's an alignment form of thing. I definitely recommend Kaizen if you wanted to make a channel in some way or just embrace any psychic art, or whatever you're creating. Definitely make a channel, right? Share your, if you want, share your experiences, or yeah, Belial's having a blast outside. Yeah, that's how you know that's confirmation. That is how you know. I started to realize, I've just been realizing a lot, honestly. Anything on my spiritual development, okay. Uh, okay. You're getting, see, wait one second. Okay. Okay, CJ, I am back. Okay, spiritual or psychic, spiritual development. Okay, let's. Wow, out of nowhere, I feel like I was like kind of like there was so much fucking energy. Oh my god. Wow, these ratings are something else. Okay. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. Okay, this I can already see this is more of an intuitive reading, CJ. Okay, at the moment you're connecting to your lineage. You're connecting to your heritage. One more card, one more card. Okay, I'll unveil the last card at the end. You're connecting to your lineage. You got the star card. So actually, I have a post. You're someone that's connected to the star card post. I actually have a post I was gonna put on Instagram. Another person that was also connected to this was General Mosquito Spray. He also pulled the star card in his reading. So I would look into Anunnaki or Nephilim DNA, Nephilim heritage. One second, I'm looking for it. Hmm. One second. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Just make sure I had enough. Okay, CJ, if you are here. Today, everything is aligned. You have fallen in alignment with who you are, the star card. You are awakening your cosmic origins and stepping into who you are and who it is you're meant to be. Everything is aligning. This is your destiny, your fate. Whatever you're focusing on, this equinox, new moon, that's what's meant to be. No longer focus on the old timelines or reality, no longer. But rather step into that of the new and onto this timeline. Go full in on whatever you desire and let what is meant to come, come. And let everything that is no longer serving you fall away. And that's how you'll become who you're meant to be. See the vision of your desired reality, because this is what's encapsulated within the star. Just as a star explodes, just as it expands, right, from exploding, and just as we are the star, right, we are Ishtar, as Aleister Crowley said, a star. It's about our expansion, just as the amount of energy it took for you to be here, right? Because like so much energy to create a child, the universe imploded in on itself. That's what you are and are doing right now, expanding. You're going within to find yourself and who you are, for that's what the journey is. That's what it's showing you. It's showing you who you could become from the journey being here. What we could amass, experience, do, perceive. It's all showing us something. For you are the star, the center of this divine cosmic play. And with that, I ask you, what are you showing yourself? Today is about expansion. And then you got the star card. You also got futility in reverse, just as the reading Kaizen with the reading before. Sword pointing down into the earth. Each sword represents the different skills in which you've accumulated along your journey, along your way. So what are your abilities? What do you know? And it's aligned with the star. So there's something that makes you, CJ, that makes you unique. So you have to embrace that uniqueness. You have to embrace that flow, right? Knight of Cups, that flow of emotional energy. Where are your emotions flowing? Emotion, energy in motion. Where are your emotions flowing? Where are they going? Right? What are you, at the moment, it's not really, it's like, it's valor. So really, what are you achieving? It's going, right? Like, where are you going with the path that you are walking, right? Not really what are you achieving, but just where you're going. And then the Empress, whether it be an Empress in your life, whether it be an Empress showing you who you are, the king, the ruler that you are, it's the Empress energy at the moment that is guiding you, right? Also in the beginning, we did get the Queen of Discs card, the Hecate card. I shuffled, I put in the deck. But we got the Hecate card as well. So Hecate is walking with you, and you should look into your path with her, like working with her. And then you have pleasure to gain from the journey as you choose to know yourself. You are the one that is creating your reality, and you are choosing, you are guiding your narrative to go where you are meant to be. You are now achieving that love for your. One second, making sure. Okay, you possess, CJ, something that makes you unique, right? Whatever you love about yourself, I assume that most likely is the uniqueness trait that you possess. So you should, at the moment, look in what you love about yourself and start to expand upon that, and that will bring you into your own spirituality. Do you paint? Do you do art? Do you love your beauty? Do you love your wits? What is it that you love about yourself that is showing you who you are? Take that and run with it. Just continue to progress in it. For CJ, that is your reading. That was really good. A lot of beautiful energies, a lot of uplifting. I felt a lot of vibrant energies. Very Astarte. Thank you for that, Kaizen. Yeah. That's actually very light. Very Astarte. Okay, Tenebris, you are the last reading. Anybody else that is it's literally 444 Tenebris. That's the number of Mammon. So know that Mammon's with you. Oh, Tenebris, yeah. Mammon's calling out to you. I'm working with him for the next. So if you did want to tap into any of that and that, what is your question for the reading, Tenebris? I give these almonds to Astarte. I believe, was it Super G that told me that? But yeah, it's 444. .444 is my number for Mammon. Just letting you know. So Mammon's very heavily present, by the way. But also he can teach you tarot. Mammon's really good at teaching you the tarot. Hey, that most definitely Kaizen tapping in. Oh, hey, Jennifer. Oh, hey. Jennifer, just throwing this out there. We were just talking about Mammon. Jennifer, you also joined right after, like right at 444. So know you're very synchronistically tapped into the energy, to the current. We were talking about Astarte earlier. We talked about Mammon right before you joined. I feel like Mammon's connected to you, just letting you know. And then I am heading out soon, Jennifer, just letting you know, but I will be back tonight. I mean, Astarte's telling me I'll be back on at 8, so you'll see me probably 8, maybe 8:30, just letting you guys know, but I am finishing, Tenebris, what do you, I feel like I'm, like, talking to my kids sometimes, because I almost called Tenebris Super G. And I almost called Super G Tenebris. This is so funny. Yo, Kaizen just like, oh, I mean, I'm so sorry. Tenebris just like, so Tenebris asked something. I'm gonna, oh, just the overall. Okay. Okay, I already got 2 cards. I'm hearing 3 to 4 card draw. And then 1 final card. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is wow. Wow. Give me a minute. Guys, I hope you know that even though as a source being I have infinite energy, giving readings is a lot of energy. Okay, so it's good to be good at receiving, Jennifer. I feel you on that. Okay. So, Tenebris, this is a very simple yet profound reading. I just keep hearing, don't worry about the thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Worry in reverse. At the moment you feel freaked out, you feel like things aren't going anywhere, you feel like you can't understand the shift because it's happening so fast, like you're not being given time to comprehend what is going on, right? So really just follow. If I was to give advice to myself a few months ago, even a year ago, a few months ago, 9 months ago, 6 to 9 months ago, I would say be receptive. Don't overthink things. Don't try to force things, but instead be receptive to the dark matter, the dark mother, and what she's showing you. Because your empress is coming into your life. This can be in a form of spiritual empress, the empress, right? What I'm getting is first a goddess will unveil herself to you, and then you will meet a physical counterpart to this goddess that will play a role in your evolution moving forward. It might be a love connection, it might be just a sexual connection, right? Because what is needed for a magician to liberate themselves is the sexual energy, as well as the death essence and the death current, the death energy, right? So working out right now, go do the fucking push-ups, bro. Go do the push-ups. I know you haven't been doing the push. No, I'm fucking around. But yeah, go work out. Working out would be very beneficial at the moment. What is it? Doing things to ground yourself. That's my boy. I'm just making sure you're doing it. But doing the work. Truly at the moment, right now, it's about integration. It's about doing the work that you need to. Hey, I got you. Hey, I got you, CJ. That was a really that was a beautiful reading, CJ. At the moment, you have no interference, Tenebris. So know that nothing is interfering and you are in alignment with the path. I feel that you didn't actually really need this reading. You needed the maybe transference of energy, right? This reading is more energetic, and I feel that you know that. The reading is more energetic than it actually is maybe a physical reading. From interference, it's prudence. There might be something in your lineage that is blocking your growth moving forward. This is the card of the ancestors. Well, actually, it's right side up. Is there, yes or no? No, I'm sorry. Work on the foundation of your ancestors, right? Like, don't worship them, but give them offerings. Give them gifts, and then also give yourself offerings and gifts, and start to treat yourself like a deity, and know that your ancestors, your lineage is your legion, right? Your lineage is your legion. I have a video coming soon to my Patreon called that, just letting you know. And then right now, transmute all of this lustful energy, all this sexual energy that you might be feeling. You might be feeling overwhelmed from all this energy at the moment, maybe, even if you're not expressing it or expelling it already into different endeavors. start to transmute your sexual energy, your prana, your chi into the things in which you desire, and also try to see who you're meant to be. Try to see the reality, try to see the outcome of what you wish to achieve. That's what's going to be most beneficial right now, is seeing the outcome. No disappointment. This is also the ancestor card. So the ancestors are actually usually, I see this going down, right? And we have the pentagram going into the butterfly, but we have a right side up pentagram going up. So you're ascending upward. You're using your ancestral energy. I literally just talked about this actually, because the butterfly is a symbolism of the ancestors. So you are using your ancestral energy, your ancestral current of who you are to push yourself further. You didn't bring yourself into this world. Your mom brought you into this world. Your ancestors, think of how many people it took to get you here, Tenebris. Think of how many people it took to get you here. You are the one in your lineage that chose to take your evolution serious, right? I don't know, maybe you're born into a lineage that cared about magic, right? I wasn't, right? So I was the first one of my lineage, a black sheep, a black goat, right? A black sheep of my family that actually chose to take magic serious, to the point that, I even suffered the social repercussions of being burned, right? A witch at the stake. I felt like a witch at the stake all over again. So even though your family or the people around you might not fully understand the path that you walk, you understand the path that you walk. And you have achieved everything that you were meant to achieve. You became everything that you were meant to be because of that journey. Now you're integrating. Now you're fully finding yourself and who you are. It's about moving forward along that path. To know thyself, and with that you have became the magician. I just pulled this card, top of the card. You became the magician. This is your last card. You already know what needs to be done. Embrace all that you're creating and bring that to fruition. And with that, Tenebris, I almost didn't do this reading. I wasn't feeling the best a few minutes ago, so I was gonna get up out of here, but I was like, nope. The word brother came up in the reading on both readings, so you are now the magician, embracing your ascension and what you are meant to achieve. Now go out into the world, this magic in which you've achieved. What are you going to create with your magic? What are you going to become with your magic? What was all of this showing you? As you look back on the path and reflect, it's showing you something. There's something that you're meant to see, and once you see that, everything will make sense. That is your reading. You will find something I was told very recent, and I think that someone just randomly conveyed this to me, but they said, like, you will find what you're looking for, right? And I feel like I need to say that to you. You will find, Tenebris, what you're looking for. You just have to be patient. That is the card that we pulled for the day. For everybody was the magician. So we're ending on this. That's very synchronistic, very powerful, very beautiful. Thank you everyone who attended this. I hope you guys have a beautiful and amazing day. I gotta dip out. These were amazing readings. Guys, I love the tarot. If anyone wants to, book consultation, a tarot reading, spellwork, divination, you know where to reach me, OccultCattv@gmail.com. Also, I also do a conscious coaching. On top of that, we are doing an Astarte ritual tonight. We have an Azazel ritual tomorrow, and then a Lord Mammon ritual Sunday with King Qliphoth as well. Have a beautiful night, you guys. I will be back on at around 8 tonight, 8 or 9 tonight. Have a good one. Peace. Oh, also, wait, really fast. Super G says, raise your kundalinis to the next levels. Unimaginable is the might. Your body. Okay, actually, I wanted to read what Super G said because that was actually very synchronistic. Raise your kundalini to the next levels. Unimaginable is the might. Your body lives. Ask it to show you its yet unseen ability and powers. Ask your kundalini. It lives like the spirits you work with. Yes. Program your body, program your aura, program your energy. Achieve what you are meant to achieve. Okay, homework for you guys. Go do breath work. Let me know if you did breath work. Be back at 8 or 9 or 8:39. Have a beautiful night. Have a good one, you guys.